Hello, amigo. You Gardens, you Gardens One on Instagram, and this is episode 833.9. There we go. Hopefully, you guys have had a great week. That's just Smiley hanging out here in the background. There's be some stuff moved around here. Drink that. Cheers, Southern Vermont vintage. What's up, Mr. Smiley?
Friday Eve.
It is, man. This week fucking blew by.
Sorry,
Blew by. Time itself has been just literally blowing by.
getting sunny and warm real fast. I know that.
It is. I'll take that. Fucking well, it was like 52 degrees today or something close to that.
Yep. I'll wear my coat home from work. I know that. So.
Fucking I think in the 60s they're calling for next Thursday.
I don't know. I'm excited. I hope it stays gone, man. I got my shit all started already. Like broccoli's gone. I got some cauliflower's gone.
Heard of Bob talked to a few people around town all pouty face about the snow, and I'm like, it's a blessing. This is literally a blessing. What the fuck are you complaining about?
People that like winter sports, I get it. But.
Yeah, I get it. But man, I'm over it. I myself am over it. Let's put it that way.
I shoveled like 4 times this year.
That's not a terrible thing.
Granted, they were heavy though. Like it's heavy, wet snow, and it's warm like that. But good. Yeah, man, it's been a busy week. Got all my trimming done. I was catching up on the room, getting shit all going. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all like nice. Day 14 or something. 15.
Can't wait to get I transplanted two and a half the other day. That's all the soil I had. So now I gotta go get some soil.
2.5. How do you do a half?
She needs to be buried up. I buried her up to like a safe level, and she's gonna go up and past and bury her up her neck a little bit, but she's safely buried down a little bit, you know what I mean? Her roots are covered, but I would definitely like to see more in that pot. So that's
I got you.
She's not happy with me either. That was yesterday, and
what kind of soil you got access to?
Shit. I had to take a fucking ride to around the lake for my local or nearest hydro store to get something decent. I mean, well, other than that, the only sources for like that around me are just box stores. And I don't know. I've seen a few things out there that from the box stores that doesn't look terrible, but
yeah, they all sell the Fox Farm shit now at the box stores.
Yeah, they do. And the local Walmart sells Pro Mix. But
yeah, it's funny as fuck, dude. Get the cha-ching, get it rocking at the Walmart.
Yeah, sooner or later they will be. Everybody around here does fucking grow. I've already started my passing seeds around uh, already. It was funny. I went up to. I'll leave the location disclosed to protect the innocent. I need to get my top chat to live chat. I stopped into a local establishment that I frequent and hand over a poster filled with seeds. There you go. I'll bring this to you. And I get back. Holy shit. Thank you.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to grow in a while. I fucked up my shoulder and I haven't been able, I wasn't able to take care of my plant. Well, when I gave him, I said, here's a poster with seeds. He looked at me, he said, before I got to rewind, he looked at me, he said, how'd you know? I was just online getting ready to looking at seeds, getting ready to buy. I used to grow and I had to give it up because my shoulder was fucked up. But I was just looking at seeds online. I'm like, well, there you go. There's like fucking 8 strains. There you go, right there, man. That'll get you going. Ecstatic. I always love passing people seeds. Weed, seeds anymore seem to be the easiest for me, but uh yeah. It always brightens people up and fucking yeah. People I think people want to grow. I think in their hearts of hearts, even though it's, recreational, it's starting to become more and more available. I think in the people in their heart of hearts to know that if the fire is going to come from their garden, their closet. You know what I mean? And there's just something about that. Even we all know this too. That first harvest of ours, even if it isn't that fire, you know what I mean? It's still good to you. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, yeah, no. But yeah, it's seed passing time.
Everybody loves their own brand. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
No, I hear you. It is. It's cool. I like it.
Not to mention, it's a good way to grease the wheel around town a little bit with everybody a little bit. And I literally during this time of year will walk a little pinch in my pocket or something. And if I hear people talking about weed, if I can smell weed on you, you know what I mean? I zip right in there. Like, that's my in. Smell like some fire over here. Here's some seeds. It's really, I don't know if you grow your own, but you should.
Oh, I bet a lot of people do up there. I mean, shit.
Yeah, I believe so.
Why wouldn't you?
Or more. Fucking, I'd find out what's weird about like up here is I have met quite a few fucking people that are paranoid to smoke and drive up here. They just, yeah, no, it's not a thing. It's just, nope. Like, yeah, no. And all these beautiful country roads, nowhere back roads. This is the ideal place. Is
I know people that don't like to smoke and drive too. But I feel like from generation where like it's red state and shit, like that was like you had to almost. You didn't. I don't know. I never liked sitting and smoking because I always felt like a sitting dog. Like if you're rolling down the road a little bit, it was less. I always felt less of a target or whatever.
I've always smoked in the road. I mean, I can't. Man. That's where we did it, man. Well, for a long time, I mean, growing up, kids, whatever, you know what I mean? You couldn't do it at home. You weren't supposed to sit around. You hit the roads, you smoked, you know?
Yeah, exactly. But I'm just saying, you didn't want to be sitting parked and smoking. That's when they roll up in your sitting duck. You know what I mean? If you're driving, I always felt a little safer, I guess, driving. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. I guess when that, I don't, yeah, no. We used to have, what we called the Thunder Van. And at this point in my life, I lived in a like townhouses, little townhouse slash apartment complex. I put myself like right around 17, 17-ish this time. And yeah, the van used to run. We used to ride it around, but then the fucker broke down. And we literally just parked it in the middle of the fucking complex thing. And that's where we all just met up and smoked. Literally, just people would walk up and knock on the fucking van door all day long and fucking whoosh, and fucking smoke would just roll out of there. It was like just like an unsaid clubhouse. And nobody ever fucked with us. I mean, nobody ever fucked with us at all. I mean, at best, we would move it from parking spot to parking spot, but it was within a little, you know what I mean, radius. You knew where to look for the Thunderman. You know what I mean?
You said the Thunder Van.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. And she was loud both in exhaust and stereo. So the thing just sat in the park. We first started up, charged the battery up. You know what I mean? Fucking blast the radio.
That's cool.
Uh, good old,
Different time. It's
yeah.
I don't know. We smoke a lot around now. It's like we're a little more relaxed about it now. I am at least.
Anymore now, it's a nature thing for me. I just like to get out in that sun and great outdoors and just, you know what I mean. It's the best time to enjoy some good cannabis, really.
Yeah, anytime's the best time.
Yeah, true that. I'm not gonna argue that, but you got me. Yeah. In fact, now's a good time. I should smoke, roll one.
I seen that fucking reel on I sent it to you, I think, on Instagram, but it's this old lady in the doctor's office. She says, if they tell me I gotta give up my weeds, I'm just walking out of here. I'm just walking right out of here. I'm with you, Granny. I'm with you. Tell me I gotta give up my weeds.
That's a good attitude to have right there. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna be.
Right. It's my hero talking right there. It's fucking hilarious though.
You think your ingestion mode will fucking change, or will you still be a smoker?
I don't know, probably a smoker. I don't know. Whatever.
Be a dabbing grandpa?
Yeah, dabbing grandpa. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a. I mean, the dabs are pretty heavy on my lungs, so I don't know why. But
Because that shit turns to a fucking sheet of glass on our lungs, man. That's my opinion, anyway. You see what it does to a rig, man. The inside of a rig when it's lightly cooled up. I mean,
uh,
I don't know. I just don't think, well, like cannabis as we smoke in joints, as we all know, man, we watch that oil build up, you know, as we smoke. So the resins and we take in are more of an oily tar form, easier for our lungs to break down and use, I would think. But yeah, that sheet of glass that the dabs cause, and that's one of the reasons I don't like the torch, but I've seen the way it builds up in the rigs like that, and that just kind of it throws a red flag for me for some reason. I don't.
I'm kind of afraid to see what my lungs look like at this point. You know, they probably look like a burnt steak.
yeah, probably. I don't know. You were running around 15 miles out in the woods. Can't be that bad.
Yeah, I wasn't going point A to point B without stopping though.
Right. Just because you're an old fart.
That too. That too.
We're only as old as we feel, so Cal.
As we feel or as we act? Because those are two different things right there.
Yeah, you got me there. You got me there. Both, yeah, they both kind of go with each other, but I'm gonna go with act followed up with how you feel as a break.
My body's telling me I'm 97 years old, and my brain's telling me I'm 15.
Go with the brain. Go with the brain.
Yeah, that's the one that gets me in trouble, though.
You'd go with 15. I'd pick something more like 19, 20.
Nah, because 19, 20, I was worried about getting busted for doing dumb shit. At 15, I was like, well, I'm a minor.
I'm a minor. Yeah, that's true.
That's one way to look at it, but yeah, I guess that case could be pled, right? Somewhere. Lost my scissors.
Oh, shit. It's been a hell of a week. How you guys doing?
Doing well, brother.
Doing real well, man. What's up with your week? You're like retarded, tired, aren't you? You gotta like.
Oh, I'm a little bit of both. I spent over $250,000 this week and went and saw a Pink Floyd show. So it's been a cool week.
Nice.
That much?
What's that?
You that much? You found a place to live then? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we bought a house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say you're a fucking expensive date.
No shit, huh?
In
No
California still, or what's up? You moved out of state? Or?
Yeah, we're still in San Diego, but we're like 3 miles from the county line, so we're almost not in San Diego anymore.
Out in the country like you wanted, all that dream place.
Yeah, a little farther out than we wanted, but the price is right, and we got a lot of space we can add on. So, and then the backyard opens up into a wilderness area, so
Nice.
that'll be kind of nice.
Oh yeah, man. I'm happy for you. Congrats. That's a big step.
Thank you. Yeah.
Dope as fuck. You got a garden area, right?
Oh, that's exactly why we picked that place, is
I was
because
gonna say it's got a grow space for sure, right?
oh yeah, indoor and out. Yeah, outdoors. The outdoor garden's going to be fucking huge.
Yeah,
So,
and all that.
yeah, we're going to do the whole 9 yards. I'm trying to not go to the grocery store for any sort of growable foods.
You do like livestock too, or what?
No. We're gonna get some chickens, maybe a goose or two,
That's
possibly a turkey.
Dick.
Well, I think those are two. I don't really think of livestock as having 2 legs and wings. I think of livestock as
okay.
like 4 legs, 4 stomachs kind of a shit.
Any animal. That's all good.
So, but no, we'll do some different birds, and I'm in an area now where deer will wander through the yard. So
nice.
And a bow is extremely quiet. So if I decide to pop a deer, nobody's going to really notice.
Sounds like a nice place to be. Yeah.
Right? I can open up the back gate and ride all the way out to the freaking desert, that's cool with me.
Nice. Yeah, you got riding space, all that.
Yeah.
Okay,
riding space. I should be able to hunt in my own backyard. I can ride from there.
Sounds like you're moving to Michigan. Shit.
Yeah. It's more high desert than green and pretty.
Okay.
But I'm good with that. It's also a little closer to the border than I am now.
Mexico.
Yeah. So I'll be hopefully I don't have to go out in the backyard and start shooting cans,
I was gonna say you have people randomly walk through your backyard shit.
Oh yeah.
That would be weird as fuck, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll put an end to that shit real quick. I'll let those I'll let the coyotes know that they need to choose a different trail.
Yeah. It's a sad ordeal all around, but I don't know. It'd be just fucked up to have somebody just walking around in your backyard all of a sudden.
Oh yeah, and it's not just somebody. It's like
Yeah,
groups
a
and
group
groups and groups
yeah,
of
just a
people.
group of people walking up,
Yeah,
wanting to knock on your window because they're thirsty because they just walk through the desert and shit.
pretty much. Pretty fucking much. But I figure between the dogs and the crazy ass white dudes that's living there, they should pretty much avoid the area.
So when's the move-in date? Yeah.
So escrow is supposed to close on a very, very shitty day. It'd be 4/20.
Oh, so you're gonna be in moving around. Okay, April, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do it all in one fell swoop,
Moving sucks, man. You got a lot of shit, and I don't care who you are. You get a lot of shit, a lot more shit than you realize until you try to move it.
We've been here almost 10 years, and it's like the amount of shit that you collect in 10 years.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm looking around my garage going, oh, fuck, this is going to take me 3 days alone.
Right.
It's like I moved in here with one truckload of shit.
How far does it all have to go?
It's what, 70 miles?
Oof. Yeah, that's
so,
yeah. Yeah.
Moving south of where you were, or like southeast, I guess?
I'm moving east.
East. So you're going higher elevation, or is that like?
Yeah, I think it's let's see, right now I'm at like 3,500 feet. And let me see what the elevation is out there.
You gonna get a big old truck or doing like a truck and trailer thing?
No, I'm just gonna. Oh, it's actually about the same elevation. Okay, yeah, we're about the same elevation out there. No, I'm gonna do the whole, get the moving truck thing.
Stony Creek is asking, so closer to Green Fingers?
Yeah, about an hour closer to Green Fingers. Yeah.
That's cool.
I'll be right on the edge of the mountains where it drops down to the desert, and he's not too far in from the where the mountains turn into desert. So
that's like some motorcycle ride away from it, huh? That's cool.
Pretty much. Yeah, I was looking at the maps and like the Google Earth maps and all that kind of shit, and I can actually ride from my backyard down to the area where I race. So we might be cutting some new trails in there pretty soon here.
Oh yeah. Getting passed by electric bikes.
Nah. Nah.
Shit, man, it's California. I wouldn't be surprised if they just say, "Hey, you gotta have electric everything."
They're trying to. They're telling us by like 2035 we can't have electric or gas cars.
What about recreational shit? Like,
they're already banning. I can't have a gas weed whacker right now.
that's fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a governor that came out on TV a couple years ago. He comes out Monday afternoon and says, as of 2035, you will no longer be able to buy a gas powered car in California. And then Tuesday morning, he comes on the TV and says, due to the heat wave we have, our power grid cannot handle you charging your electric car. Please do not plug in your electric cars.
It's so idiotic, dude. It is.
Right.
So idiotic.
And then they came out with you can no longer buy a gas generator. You can't have any gas, landscaping equipment, lawnmowers, leaf blowers, all that kind of crap.
Oh, really?
All of that's banned. If you buy a motorhome or like a toy hauler or any of that shit that has, a generator normally, that generator can no longer be gas.
What?
Yeah.
That's just batteries then. It's a fucking what?
But all 420 there. How do they enforce that? Does somebody roll up and like break your shit in half and throw it in the fucking yard?
So what will happen is
Get shit out of here.
if you live in a neighborhood where you have a couple of neighborhood Karens, they will call on you. They will call the, whatever police, roam your area, sheriffs, marshal, local PD, state trooper, whoever, and they can technically come out and write you a fine for using gas-powered lawn equipment.
Yeah. And why didn't you just go a little further over the border?
That's in the works, but we're waiting until my wife hits her full pension, which is not too far down the road, and we've done the math on what the income would be just with her pension alone, and we'd be stupid to walk away from that amount of money.
No, yeah, you're good. I was just yeah.
Yeah, we should
dude. Every time you get on and talk about it, I'm like,
At this point, I just literally see you fucking a large fence and you Mad Max in the
That's exactly what's going to happen. That's exactly what's happening. And it's out in a rural area too, so when you call the sheriff, it's going to take him a while to get there.
And he's gonna be pissed when he gets there.
Yep. It's out in one of those places where, if you got to call the sheriff after business hours, well, his ass is already at home, and now he's got to stop what he's doing at home with the wife and kids and get dressed and come out and deal with your bullshit. And he's already pissed that he had to come out, and do overtime. So
I've lived in
it good.
Now here in Michigan where the local enforcement cuts off at 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just know they're done at 10. Whatever problems you have, but wait till the next morning. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I think it'll be good though. I think it'll be good. It's also in an area where I can do a pretty nice remodel, and I can either go out or up and add square footage to the house. So when we sell it, it's worth a lot more. So that's that's what's happening here in SoCal.
fuck yeah, man.
I got a nice
to watch it grow, man. The garden and shit. I'm excited about.
Yeah, it's gonna be a minute to get everything. I got to start from square one, so it's gonna take a minute to get everything established, but that'll be good.
You guys remember Canamake, obviously. I mean, I don't know you got those, but he's been posting pictures too. He got a chunk of property and he's been like converting it out and shit. It's cool to watch.
Nice.
Got some chickens and shit now, and it's fucking it's cool.
Yeah. My biggest worry out there is going to be rattlesnakes in my garden.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. They'll come in for the shade and the water. So if anybody out there in the chat knows how to prevent rattlesnakes from coming into your property, I'm all ears.
We're like one of them fake owls and shit that they put up with it. I don't understand that word.
Nah.
No,
No. Not out here.
They put them up around for like pigeons or something. Like,
yeah. Yeah. And my dogs are both a little bit stupid, so they see a rattlesnake cruising through the yard, they're going to want to go check it out and play with it.
Oh yeah.
Hoping that would weight balance my camera so you can see. Take care of the glare in the tent.
All the babies. Yeah, at least it looks like a big glowing ball.
Didn't know.
It's all right, man. They're doing good.
Oh,
So we went to this thing last night. It was it's called the Black Jacket Orchestra, and apparently they bring in a whole bunch of different musicians that specialize in like doing cover songs of certain artists or whatever. And we bought the tickets for the Pink Floyd one last night, which was fucking awesome. Bad fucking ass show. If you would have closed your eyes and just sat back, not looked at the band members, you would have thought you were at a Pink Floyd show. But I went to go buy a beer on the way in the door, and a 16-ounce, basically a tall boy, was $17 fucking dollars.
I was thinking that. $20. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they had a taco cart, and it was just a little tiny ass like street tacos. So I asked the dude how much the tacos were. They were $13 for a taco.
Per taco?
Per taco.
Oh.
Rice and beans was 10. So one taco with a side of rice and beans,
right? No
23
cash.
bucks. Yeah, it was ridiculous. And then during intermission, I walked by their little concession stand thing, and because I walked out to the smoking area, and they got a little thing out there, and I heard a dude order a rum and coke, and the guy says, "Okay, that'll be $26.50." And the guy looked at him. He goes, "Fuck you! I only ordered one. I didn't order a bottle." He goes, "Yeah, $26.50, sir." Because like, yeah, keep your fucking rum and coke. $26 fucking dollars for a drink.
I don't like the digital always carrying a card with. I'm a cash guy. I still like
Right.
cash. And a lot of them bigger events won't let you fucking even have cash there. You can't use cash at the venues. Well, at least here in Michigan.
Yeah, no, this was credit or debit only. Hell, even the tickets are digital now, You like download the app and they scan the little barcode off your phone.
Yeah, we just had that because we had some tickets and we were gonna, like give them to a friend or whatever. But yeah, we had to like email them the link to the fucking thing or whatever for it. It was like you can't just put them the tickets; it's all electronic.
Right. Yeah, it's bullshit. And then the internet service right there at that little venue just sucks ass. So you got to open the thing to get your ticket, and it takes fucking 2-3 minutes to open the app to get your ticket, and people behind you are getting pissed off, yelling at you to hurry up, and you're like, well, fuck, what can I do, dude? You're gonna be here for 2 minutes trying to get your shit up too.
Sounds like you needed a fluffer in the line.
Right. Hey, I'll tell you what, out here the fluffers come with no teeth already, so it's kind of makes things a little better. No teeth, and they're freaking going about 600 miles an hour. We watched so this is like right in the middle of freaking town. It's it's on Main Street, and there's a little like off-brand shithole gas station a couple blocks up, and we got stuck at the stoplight right there, waiting to go down the road. And I look over, and there's 3 fucking crackheads fighting over the trash can to see who's getting the recycling shit out of it. I told my wife, I'm like, that's something you only see in Southern California. Fucking crackheads fighting over who's going to go through the trash can.
You think it's only Southern California then?
Well, I think it started here.
I was just watching a thing on like Vancouver, and they like legalized all the drugs or whatever. It's pretty crazy scene there too.
Yeah. You can go to the beach. You can come out to San Diego for a vacation. You go to our beaches, which absolutely suck. Our beaches down here suck. I can sit on the beach and shoot a fucking needle into my arm, but I can't light a cigarette or a joint, and I can't have a beer.
What do you mean by the beaches suck though? Like just because of those rules, or like it's
The
all
rules
weird?
there, you think of like a nice fucking sandy beach and all that crap, like looks
Yeah.
pretty, looks good, nice sized beaches. Ours here just suck.
Huh.
Our beaches in San Diego they're tiny, they're full of trash, they're full of tweakers, they're full of tourists, they're full of, you know, you got some spots now, you got to kind of shuffle your feet to make sure you kick the freaking needles out of the sand in front of you. It's bad.
Our beaches are kick ass here in Michigan.
Yeah, if you go to LA, their beaches are way nicer than ours.
Maybe you just gotta have like somebody cleaning them and shit. I don't know.
Right? I think we just need to burn them and start over.
Yeah.
But then if you go south, if you get down into Baja, you go 12 miles south of downtown San Diego into Baja, the beaches in Tijuana are beautiful. And it just gets better and better and better as you go down the peninsula there. You'll find beaches down there that it looks like nobody's ever set foot on. And there's just miles and miles of, nice, beautiful, clean beach. Now here you can't go to you go to the beach, you get out of your car in the parking lot, and by the time you get to the sand, 5 people have asked you for cigarettes and money. And 3 of them want to fight when you tell them no.
You paint such a beautiful picture, so
Hey man, I'm just telling it like it is. I'm just being honest.
yeah, right.
Somebody gives you a free vacation to San Diego, turn it in for something better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's funny. Oh wait, is San Diego? No, man, I'm good. I don't want to go.
Right. When you walk through downtown and it smells like piss, and you're in the wrong spot.
Yeah,
There's a bunch of people now. So I don't know if you guys hear about it in the news, where you're at, but La Jolla, Del Mar, all these yuppie, rich, upscale places that are supposed to be just badass. They build all these houses like right at the edge of the cliffs, so you go walk out to the edge of your backyard and there's a 200-foot cliff down to a beach. Well, what they didn't realize was that those cliffs are there because of erosion.
yeah.
So now there's a whole bunch of places, multi-million-dollar homes that are falling off of the side of the cliff because we had all these storms that brought up the tides. The tides washed away the underlayment of some of these cliffs, and now the cliffs are falling.
I seen that on the news. They were talking on the weather lady, our lady was talking about it, and it was like some kind of a special weather event, like, and it funnels like all the rain through like a certain area on California or whatever. So they had a name for it. I forget what it was, but it was like, yeah, like treacherous, like all these storms like coalesce into one and just like funnel right into this small area and just dump the water.
Yeah, they call it an atmospheric river.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, and what it really is so when we get like an El Nino, which is basically the ocean temperatures are warmer than normal, which happens every 5 to 7 years. It changes the jet stream, so the storm tracks kind of shift a little bit south, and rather than hitting like the U.S. Canada border and kind of spreading out, it pretty much just puts them on a fast track to like LA and Central California. So all the rain that would have went up in Canada or wherever all hits California at once, and we're not built for that.
Yeah, that was a big problem.
Yeah. And then they tried to blame climate change, and it's like, well, wait a minute, this happened 5 years ago when we had another El Nino, and then 5 years before that, and 5 years before that.
Well, it's weird too, and then you'll be in the like California's always, kind of fighting for water or whatever, and then it's like you get events like that where it's like you get more water. What they say, you get the same amount of water in would get a whole year or whatever. It all fell like within like a week in that one area.
Yeah, parts of San Diego. When was it? A few weeks ago, within the last, within a month, got more rain in one day than they get in a year.
Yeah, that's what it was.
There was neighborhoods where
Crazy.
there's neighborhoods where, like, the news guy's walking around and he's waist deep in water and he's like, I don't know what these people are going to do. How are they going to go to work? And it's like, bro, you need a boat to get out of your house right now. The water's 4 feet up your garage door. You're not opening that shit and backing your BMW out and driving to work.
Right? Work's probably closed anyway after that.
Right? There's one lady that this guy's walking around. It was just the cameraman. They didn't even send out the reporter. They sent out their cameraman. And he was walking around kind of telling, live, talking about, oh, yeah, this is what we're seeing here, Bob. Check this out, Susie. Look at this fence and look at this water line. And somebody comes walking out of the house and dude decides he's going to go up and interview her. And he walks out and he says, ma'am, what are you doing out here? She goes, looking for my car. He goes, well, what do you mean? She goes, well, I parked it here last night when I got home from work and it's not here. And he pans over and there's like a little Honda, or like the Honda CRV or whatever that thing is, hung up by the back bumper on her fence. And he goes, ma'am, is that your car? She goes, oh no, that belongs to Tom. He lives like 9 houses up. Oh, I'm thinking, like, you guys are just, you guys are thinking this is funny because it kind of is.
I remember, so like Grand Rapids has the Grand River going through it, and I remember that we had a bunch of rain and that flooded in downtown, and there, like some of the buildings along there were pictures of like, because they'd have like glass up on the building or whatever. There'd be pictures of the water line, like trout swimming by and shit. It was funny.
Yeah. Well, see, the whole problem out here was the homeless have taken up residence in all the waterways. All the natural waterways that run the water off of these neighborhoods, not to mention like, all the storm drains and all that shit. They're so full of homeless people and trash that it basically plugged up all of the routes for the water to go. So it just backed up into the neighborhoods.
Yeah. Think of that. Dangerous for all the people too.
Right. And then to top, bringing up the California's water problems, to top everything off, they had this beautiful idea that they're going to remove all the dams on the Klamath River and get rid of all the reservoirs and shit. So we got all this rain, and now they're going to remove the dams and let all that rainwater just, flow away.
That seems counterproductive.
It's California.
Mr. Smiley, I misjudged my town. I overshot my town for this weekend. That was the change up. Yeah. For some reason, I thought, well, the town was Portage. And I thought Portage was this side of Grand Rapids and whatnot. And my trip was going to be probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours. And then I was speaking with somebody yesterday, a t-shirt guy, and he's like, that's a 3.5 hour trip, man. That's a long way to, what time's the race start? I'm like, 8:20. He's like, man, you're going to have to leave at like 4 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And I started looking into it.
Yeah, it's out to me.
Son of a fucking bitch. I don't even want to.
You said you were running there. I was like, you got to stop by. It's like,
Man, I'm going to have to reconsider this one. I have to rethink this one. So that was the double up. So I found a different one for Saturday, which ended up being a little longer, but whatever. So that was the mix up there. I completely fucking fucked up on how far the distance was. I had to get there and shit. So, yeah, that's why I changed.
where are you running then?
Midland. Midland,
How far a run is it?
15K at night. I got this one's
Oh, it's a night run, huh? All right,
it's a trail too. Uh,
that's cool. That's
fucking.
like different for you too.
It's supposed to kick off at like 6:30. 6:30. Yeah, I was. Yeah, supposed to pretty good hilly elevation too.
Yeah,
Rapper too. It's not like I'm used to like a 15 mile just circle. It's three. What is it? 3 3 mile laps, just over 3 miles. This one's just
oh, it's like all right.
K. The 15K equals out to be 9.1 miles, something like that.
Well, yeah, man. Good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yesterday,
Another medal. You'll have like a medal wall pretty soon.
I fucking yeah, yesterday was a funny revelation about that. I was like getting ready to register, throw down my registration and shit yesterday when I came to that realization. And shit. Oh fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. You know what is cool though about all this? Kind of is I've noted that these bigger races are national registry. So I had to log like to enter this one. I had to log into I think it's InMove account, which is the people that keep the time standing. You know what I mean? Keep track of all the time stuff.
So
So it's like, yeah,
you're
it's
like building points nationally or something.
that's what I'm getting at. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm kind of building a little record here as I go along with this, which I
And
didn't.
your sponsor, you're like a professional national runner.
It'd be nice if that involved money or something. No, yeah, no, yeah. Well, whatever, but yeah, it's kind of cool. I
That's
might,
cool. You gotta have like their people's logo while you're running, like on your shirt and shit. And like,
yeah, yeah,
uh,
100%.
it's dope.
I actually,
You got fresh shoes and stuff too.
yeah, well, shorts, whatever. If I can put a label on it, I may. uh,
Yeah, words crossed your butt and shit. Shorts like a boxer wears or whatever. Like,
it's funny because I'd seen another local business today that I believe I may be able to reel in a little bit. That some folks I know and kind of frequent that business, and then I bumped into a friend there, and that was like a better in. And then I left there, and then went somewhere else, and was talking about the establishment where I was just at, and they were like, you guys have some stuff in common. And they're, I guess, yeah, branching in or in cannabis somewhat a little bit, we'll say that. Like, hmm.
you're gonna have to run with a cape before too
I
long.
may stop in there and talk to them about, a little bit of sponsorship with the run as well. It's an easy in. It really is. It really is. So
I like it, man. I gotta jump out and get to bed here. Try to get on Friday, but it's awesome hanging with y'all.
well,
Always
thank
good to see you guys.
you for popping in. Appreciate it.
Congrats again, SoCal. It's awesome news.
Appreciate it.
And so,
Peace, brother. Oh, Mr. SoCal. So are you gonna come to Michigan, or you come? Are you still coming to Michigan for the Fred Bear thing?
I'm trying, but with all this, I don't know if I'm going to be able to swing it now. Because that's what, May 5th, I think. So that'd be pretty tight at this point. So I may end up having to push that out till next year, but I do want to get out there for that thing.
It's nice up here. You should take time out, but I think that's understandable. Oh, that's yeah,
Yeah.
congrats.
I have a feeling though that if I do come out there, I'm not going to want to leave.
Great.
Call the wife and be like, "Hey, just pack up all my shit and send it out."
That's a damn song for these fuckers. Yeah, that needs to be like a jam song. That needs to be a 20-minute jam.
Pack my shit and send it on.
Silly strings like fish music.
Right. Well, there is one about fishing that I forget who it is and what the song's called, but dude's talking about, oh, my chick told me if I go fishing, she won't be here when I get home, and he's like, well, I'm gonna miss you when you're gone, but the sun's shining and I got bait. Have a great day.
Cheers, Seth. How you doing?
Cheers. Just
What's
getting back
happening?
from the free Uber for my kids. It's always good.
So your kids gave you a ride, that's what you're saying.
No, it means I'm giving my kids the ride for free. Use my gas, use my time.
Probably cheaper to
But
call them an Uber.
it's one thing that, and they're saving for their own cars though, so that's cool.
That
There
shit
you go.
people, brother. At one time, my living out here in the country, that's shit like this is where it comes in. Shit, a bitch. So the middle daughter there at one point gets her a job and wants to start saving for a car, like you're saying. You're all about that. Well, parent isn't. You know what I mean? Yeah, sure. Want to help you get going and like, yeah. The job she was working was like part time, and it was literally like almost an hour there, and she was working like 4 hours. So for me, it was like I was like almost like there, back, cup of coffee. It's time to take off. I got 4 hours into her 4 hours, basically. You know what I mean? Taking them back and forth, but. You know. Hopefully, you're getting a loving thank you out of it anyway.
Yeah. More than my mom and dad ever did for me, ain't giving me a ride to anywhere. When I was little, if I had a job, I'd ride my bike or walk
Yep.
uphill both ways.
In the snow, barefoot, with your
I
little
just spent
brothers
a
on your shoulder.
I just spent a solid week harvesting. That was a huge pain in the ass. It's done.
Nice.
Then I spent 2 days de-leafing, and that's done. So now it's time to sit back, relax, catch contacts.
There you go.
What's in that candy?
This is Tri-Fi Sunday, and then I smeared I had like an old vape cart that fucking didn't work, so I scraped some of the stuff off, put it on the end of the paper, and then rolled it in a pile of Keith.
Nice.
I thought I was
Oh,
one. They did that. I've done that as well. Scraped out a card that shit out on me.
I've been having problems with my Lyme disease, knees and shoulders and shit. So I took you guys' advice and tried some of that RSO. I got a new batch and I took the little rice grain and I didn't feel nothing. I took like 2 more rice grains and I didn't feel anything. So I was talking to Blind Cat and he's like, "Oh yeah, do like a couple of pea-size pieces." So I did like 4 pea-size pieces and I still didn't feel anything. You know what I mean? I'm like, the fuck? I guess such a high tolerance. I might have to squirt the whole gram on me to feel and you know what I mean? But I'm not looking to get high. I'm just looking to relieve pain. And even like on a strong pain medicine, like a pill or some shit, the pain's always there. It never takes it away.
You using topicals at all?
What's that?
You utilizing topicals at all?
No, no, well, kinda. I guess not because my wife got like a CBD cream, and I don't think it was doing anything. And she got it for her, but I need to get like a actual
Well, you could
like
always take some
mushrooms.
RSO and then put it into some of that shit and suit that up. And I'm here to
Yeah,
topicals. People we always think about cannabis as it's some kind of, we need to inhale it, or you know what I mean, we need to ingest it, but man, topicals, we're using cannabis. There's so many other good ways to, man, I can't tell you how much topicals help me. I have my knees fucking from running, all kinds of shit. Man, there's days last night, and I'm being real here, man. Fucking, uh, when I was done last night, my right across, this area, my fucking right down my tendons, both sides, fucking just completely balled and locked up from running 10 miles. Fucking, if it wasn't from fucking literally hot shower, forcing in fucking a nice topical into them areas, man, I would be hit. But fucking a lot of times when I fucking the next day, I fucking, yeah, I'm all right after a good, bathing of the fucking a good topical, or multiple days, man. I'm getting old, man. Shoulders, fucking, there's days where I literally get up and practically fucking bathe in that shit. Fucking both knees, fucking both shoulders, my lower back. You know what I mean? It literally takes this old fucker like 2 hours to stretch and fucking, straighten out before I can fucking get tunable and shit. That's no word of a lie. And if it wasn't for fucking cannabis, 100% RSO at night, fucking the topicals and smoking cannabis all day long, I would be fucking unfunctionable. Unfunctionable. No doubt. No
I
doubt.
think I'm just gonna try a couple different companies and see if that makes a difference too, as far as top.
It does. I've tried a couple of them that I've got it, shops here and there, and they didn't really work too well. And then back before Ocean Grown had their big old internal freaking temper tantrum and they all dissolved into their own shit, they had a topical out, and the girl that was making it for them lived about 15-20 minutes from me, and I went and picked some up from her, and that shit worked great. I put her on the knees and the shoulder and all that, and it doesn't take the pain away, but it takes that edge off of that pain, so it makes it tolerable.
More manageable. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And
I've purchased, but it's been come straight from the weed nerds themselves. One of the best ones I've come across so far is from Sacred Gardens. Chad, he's got one that his holy basil is what he calls it, and that shit amazing. Skill bow ones, rollerball, incredible as well. But a lot of the best stuff I have is it came from even a lot of these gatherings from just caregivers and shit like that. It hasn't been from like storefronts or shit like that. It's been caregiver or just friendly driven. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that there's once it gets to a corporate level, I mean, there's some good shit there, but it's like anything else, man. It's fucking there's overhead there for them. Everything's trying to squeeze every drop out of their profit cheap as they can go, to where caregiver stuff like that. It's heartfelt, man. They want, it's put from people that just want people to heal. If they can make a living or even be compensated in any kind of way along the way so they can continue to help others, is, the how that gets by. But
right.
for your caregivers, that's where you're gonna find the medicine. The other shit, man, you might find some relief in that, but again, it's gonna be finding the other one haystack, if you ask me. It's beautiful, son.
We got a little erectile dysfunction going on over here.
That's when they get trichomes, man. I'm for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're coming down in a week, so I don't give a fuck. But I just stripped the shit out of this room. That's the last of the Cindy. This and that little shitty plant right there. This pheno, I don't know why I kept it around because it sucked.
What are those?
This one's Tri-Fi Sunday. That one's Cindy 99. The purple one's Purple Terrabin. And then that one in the back is Two Soups. And then the rest is just kind of like a mix of all of them.
What is that Two Soups that you have? Because I know our good buddy Stunning Rockefeller was fucking raving about that one. He said it was just a bitch and grow, bitch and plant, and the
It's a
end
fast
result was
finisher too.
fucking great. Yeah.
It's peanut butter and jelly crossed with Zinger.
Okay.
Zinger from North Star for Subpool. I
Yeah.
found a super, it was like hand grenade size dense purple beautiful buds of Il Fino of Zinger. And I was like, oh shit, you know what I mean? This thing was ill. And then I found a male that was that smelled identical to it. So I needed to cross it to that peanut butter and jelly. Came out good too. Two soups.
Nice.
My
Yeah,
phone's
everything
all
I've ever
fucking-
tried that's come out of your creations have been really fucking good.
Thank you. My number one fear is putting a seed in someone's grow and then having it fuck the whole grow up. Try to, that's the opposite of what I want.
Well, your cardboard socks kind of fucked up my grow. What happened was it was way better than everything else around it, and I decided to kill everything else around it. So, I mean, if that's fucked up, then that fucked up my grow.
There's a lot of people that grew that, and I have no clue who they are. I keep seeing them on like different, like the FCP channel and different places and stuff, and they keep talking about different strain, like cardboard socks or whatever, different strains, and I don't know who they are or where they got them from, but everyone seems to like it so far. So far, so good.
Yeah, it was. It's one that I will definitely do again. I have more of them, and they will go into the garden at the new place.
Hell yeah. Let me know if you run low on anything, fill it back up.
I think right now I'm at the point where I couldn't. If I had a lifetime, I don't think I could grow everything I have.
Well, that's a plant count thing. Possibly plant count was lifted, I would have to start emptying cases, but as long as plant count's always a factor.
Yeah.
Take
Well,
those
plant
extra,
count and space goes along with it a lot too.
those extra seeds in the faucet. Doing shit in the spring. Sprinkle one seed per pot.
Yeah.
Funny thing about that is, will it ever stop us from collecting?
No.
We can say we honestly know that and say that, but will it ever stop us from collecting?
Yeah, but at the same point, there was a very well respected man out there that always said that if you have the seeds, pop them.
Yeah, don't sit on them.
Yep. He would tell you, I
I-
did not send you seeds so you could collect them. I sent you them so you could grow them.
I have my cousin's husband, which is also like my childhood friend. He's got an ill seed vault collection, and that's all they are is a collection. He doesn't grow them, and it's so stressful to me because he's got ill shit in there that he's been collecting for like fucking 30 years. It doesn't grow them. He doesn't want anyone else to grow them either. And the longer he waits, the more none of them are gonna grow. None of them are gonna pop.
That collection's probably stems back about 20 years. Too soon. I literally this one's got this one's not seeds, but I have 2 cases like this full of seeds. Literally 2 suitcases full of seeds.
Fucking say we're seed hoarders, but I think you mentioned this before, Eagle. We're fucking also grow hoarders. Remember you
Yeah.
had all your hoods and lights and bullshit. We just can't get rid of it for some reason. I still have CFLs and I don't know why. I got the whole CFL setup, all the little adapters and everything. My wife said that CFLs are going to be getting banned uh, over in Massachusetts because so they have to switch any CFLs out they have at the mall that are left behind.
They're trying to do that crap out here too. Jesus.
This thing's burning forever. Need to. We don't take break over here. We earn it, and I fucking earned this shit.
Yeah, I can't wait to get back up and running again.
When does the move go down?
420.
Oh shit, that's actually sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Well, sorry, moving truck. You're getting fishbowled,
Right.
allegedly.
Yeah, we get the keys a few days before that, but I got to go in and throw some paint on the walls and things like that. So, and then the wife is off for 2 weeks as of 420, so it's kind of a perfect little timing,
Yep.
So I'm hoping to be able to do everything in one trip, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Figure them cases to be like 700 strains, something in that round between the two.
When I moved, I had a whole moving truck of like indoor and outdoor plants, but I had to mix them so they all became outdoor plants. And so the ones that had bud on it, I kind of had to just move in and out of the shed to keep them on a 12-12, which actually worked. But the other plants, I kind of stashed them behind my shed outside, and the cable company guy came to set up our shit. So, of course, the box is right behind my shed where I put all the plants. And so so he sees them and he's like, "Oh man, I never seen these plants before. They are really beautiful plants, and they are. They look they're like a appeasing to the eye plant." But then he was like, "So what do? You smoke the leaves?" And that's where I was like, "Damn!" Like I was like, "Yep, you smoke the leaves." We'll just keep it. I mean, turning it into a big lesson. But it's kind of cool because then when you set up like I having like equipment replaced when you buy the house. Now like the electrician or a plumber or whoever the fuck, they need to see your grow now. And I'm always like sketched out at that shit, but nowadays everyone's like, "Oh, we see this every house we go to," and most of them set up like dispense like facility piping and shit. So it's like it's not as shady as it. I guess I'm just nervous from being in trouble my whole life for this shit.
See, that's the beauty of knowing people in the trades. That way you can just pay your electrician and weed and your plumber and weed and all that, and you're good to go.
Yep. That's a good thing about the plants kind of teaching us not just about growing, but about electrical and plumbing and fucking whatever the hell else is going on. Yeah, MacGyver a bunch of shit.
I've always said I could take those cases in my nail bags and be dropped anywhere and I'd be okay. my bug out boxes, my nail bags.
That's the seed bank. That's all you need is weed and vegetables.
We need to be able to build the ability to build something or working when you have to. Mailbags been around. It's a natural gift. There's like fucking some. I've like it's like being able to tattoo something you can pick up and take anywhere too. Shit like that. Saying that looks fucking amazing. What is that? Pork? SoCal? I forgot the damn song was playing.
Ugh.
I feel like it's disrespectful to talk during that song nowadays.
Because it's so rare that it does play.
I find myself walking through the mall whistling that shit, you know?
DOA used to do that too. I was on the phone with him. He'd go into the store whistling the dab song.
It's amazing how fast friendships took off back then, that little short time.
Yeah.
You know, before I like entered the internet cannabis community, we all had our own local cannabis community within our state and even within our own like friend groups. You know what I mean? Especially when it was on the DL. But
Yep.
this whole internet thing, this is fucking cool because I would not be able to know any of you guys. You know what I mean? I would have just been stuck to local
Yep.
and immediate friends and shit. Once again, I owe it to Sub because I wouldn't probably even be on social media if it wasn't for him. Honestly.
I could say the exact same thing.
Yeah.
But
Definitely.
that's actually why I started Instagram because so I was watching Sub because I was watching Sub on like YouTube, but I never had Instagram, and I'm like, fuck, I'm missing all the good shit. And at the time, even kind of still is like where like cannabis events would be like promoted, and this is like right when like events started happening in my state. Besides like the Freedom Rally, which is like a big thing, but we haven't even been going that long over here as far as events. This shit's coming winding down. That shit was like 2017 or something is when events started coming around, and now it's starting to fizzle out. Now it's just a music show, bring your own weed and chill. It's completely different.
That same thing kind of happened here. We would have, events all over the place, and now I can't find any.
No more farmers market type things. No more no more fun.
I would love to talk to Dioxide insurance guy. Events are crazy like that. Recreational cannabis kind of weirds that shit out. The money grab of it all.
Yeah, recreational kind of killed the whole everything. At least out here, because recreational fucked over the growers. The true old school growers.
I'm only setting up a booth one time this year, and it ain't till August. It's kind of sad, right? Like vending has pretty much come to an end. But I still go to all these things, just don't vend because we know like 100% of weed smokers smoke, but there's a small percentage of weed smokers that actually grow. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And the people that grow like us, we're the people that go to these fucking shows, and we can't wait to meet up with each other. Like every time I see Marshall or any of our local heads, we always got to show the grow, try it. Here's a joint. Here's 3 more. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And there's no money involved. You know what I mean? It's just everyone's chilling and happy to share and try. That's how it should be. And that's why I go to these things.
Yeah, it's definitely awesome to hang out with like-minded people. For me, it's always been
Yeah.
the city age, see ages that young to old, from every walk of life. That's always the awesomeness of the events. The different types of smoke. It's festival smell that as soon as you get out of the parking lot, the smell of everything mixed together. Fucking from there on, my fucking feet barely touch the ground at some fucking events. Just kind of float into the smoke. Yeah, I do enjoy the events 100%. In fact, I kind of decided somewhat this year that, yeah, I mean, I'm just probably won't cover as many events, like cover, just go to have fun. Fuck all that, like dragging around a camera and fucking sticking.
Yeah. Yep. Well, getting vending, you're stuck behind a booth now. Now you don't have to walk around and enjoy anything. It actually kind of sucks unless you're making a shitload of money. Then it's different. But uh, is going to these things? I agree. Walking around, not having to do anything that's where it's at.
Well, I can enjoy them that way. It's not necessarily work. I get to hang out with the people that, you know, I come there to hang out with. A lot of times when I carry the camera and shit like that, I gotta fucking leave all the fucking cool fuckers that I want to hang out with to, cover the events, bring this shit to the people watching versus hanging out, enjoying things. This year, life moving too fast. I'd like to be able to actually enjoy as much as possible, you know.
Do you have
Yep.
any events that you plan on going to? Like, what's like the first event you plan on going to in like April or some shit?
Yeah, probably. I'm probably touch base at Hash Bash. Um, yeah, maybe a 420 event. I would really like to make it out to Emerald Club. Mendo Dope will be here in June. I always catch where they're at because I enjoy hanging out with them guys.
Well, if you make it out, if you make it out this way for the Emerald Cup, let me know ahead of time, and I will definitely make arrangements to be up there for that.
Right on. That sounds like an amazing cup this year from the venue and everything. So that would be pretty awesome to make it out there. That's been a lifelong, who hasn't want to fucking go to the Emerald Cup?
Yeah.
20-year anniversary this year. Yeah.
That's one I've never been to Cali, and I've always wanted to go since me and my brother were little into like BMX bikes and shit. Because it was like that was an ill spot for like bike stuff back in the day.
It used to be. Now you can't really do all that shit because everybody complains about it.
Yeah. My uncle decided to move out to Cali because he was homeless and he was sick of freezing ass over here. So he moved to Cali so he can go sleep on the beach. And the dude had fucking AIDS. He had like throat cancer. Somehow he beat everything and lived through all this shit. And he moved to Cali, was sleeping on the beach, and some guy went and hit him over the fucking head with a metal pipe and got him obviously in the hospital, and then he like died from it like probably like within a week later, not maybe a couple days, I don't even know. I guess that guy went around and beat the fuck out of a bunch of homeless people on the beach. It wasn't just my uncle. There's like whole tent cities on the beach. They have like multiple tents connected to each other, so literally like multiple room tent houses.
Yeah. That's why I stopped going to the beach
Oceanfront property.
for free. Yeah.
You see those Amazon houses? You buy an Amazon house for like 25,000 and shit unfolds into something that's actually pretty fucking ill. You guys got to YouTube the Amazon house review. That thing's fucking kind of cool. Buy a chunk of land, put one of those on it. Probably
Yeah,
free delivery. You got
the
Prime.
little yeah, those things are cool. They're little ADUs they're selling now. I was actually thinking about Home Depot. I can't speak for all of them, but the ones out here, um, they sell like wood structured. They call them sheds, but
Yeah,
they're
those are
straight
like
up.
mini houses.
Yeah,
Right?
they're a straight up mini house. So, you walk in, they got them all set up in the one corner of the parking lot, so people can go look at it. And you walk into this thing, and it's freaking 900 square feet. All you got to do is put in your plumbing and your electrical, and you're good to go.
900 square feet's tiny.
For a
Tiny.
shed?
Oh, for a shed?
Yeah, they're calling them sheds.
That's what they sell ready-made she sheds at these dimensions around here that you can pick up and be dropped off. There you go.
That's about what they are. I mean, some of these got like a loft in it. They got all kinds of shit in them.
Yeah. Yeah. Depot actually sells them as like small, like cottages at I think $5,000. I've seen that kit for something like that.
Yeah,
Crazy. But that's
I was
what they
thinking about that. I was thinking about that for the new place because the garage is tiny up there, and I do not know how I'm going to Tetris all my shit into the garage. And I started looking at those, and I'm like, well, fuck, I could, put one of these out in the yard, and it's a man cave slash garage slash shed all at the same time.
Hell yeah.
And it's 2 stories.
It's a hiding spot from the wife.
Right. Fucking hiding spot from the world. Well, gentlemen, I got a pork loin that just came off the smoker, and it's about time I jump my fat ass out of here and go take 5 minutes to eat what took me 12 hours to cook. So, Eagle, fuck you for having us. Seth, it was good seeing you. Fuck you too. Chat, fuck off. We'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
enjoy that pork loin, brother. Thanks for popping in.
Oh, thank you.
Food of my loin.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
miss barbecue, and barbecue season's coming out quick here.
I know I got a new part of my Christmas present was a new like grill set. So I'm kind of excited for this year.
Yeah, the sun today, man, made me. It was like 52 here, and I was like, man, I want to fucking grill. I want to grill.
Oh yeah. See, we still got like fucking it snowed out and then it turned to ice. Well, it turned to like frozen snow. And it's been like that for like a week and a half. So it's slowly melting. But I think on Tuesday was supposed to hit like 50. So of course there's like there was a bunch of storms and there's all kinds of property damage. So what really happens when it's nice out, I got all kinds of work to do.
I can't.
Always something.
Oh yeah, dude, never stops. Never stops. There's always something to do, something to move around, something to do.
We're in that dead zone right now. There's no events, no nothing. So I told my wife like starting in April 6th, we got something that we're going to every week, every weekend in April. So she is actually excited about it and said she brought it up the other day that we got a date every weekend in April. And I was like, actually, you got a date this weekend with that bucket you got to trim. She wasn't happy with that, but yeah, it's gonna be cool. Been cooped up for a little bit, so get to go to a bunch of things.
Yeah, we'll definitely coming around to event season one way or another. Right now, it's been fucking more the running stuff for me. Every other weekend, damn near racing, And then coming up now with the season, I'm sure I'll be doing uh, cannabis events probably every other weekend. So
Hell yeah.
be good as well. But yeah, I'm pretty much forward to it. Summertime, all the nice weather, all that shit, man. That's kind of the crazy thing is I further my running and now like right now I'm up to where I'm running fucking hour. Like last night I ran an hour and 35 minutes. And as I get closer to the marathon, I'll be running whatever, a mile up a mile every week, every other day. So I've already ran 20 plus miles this week with the race coming up Saturday to run another 10. So that's
Hell
where
yeah.
I've been pretty soon. Like I'm saying, though, those training times will be 3, 4 hours a day just running.
You know,
What?
I have the Lyme disease, so I brought my dog to the vet to get some shots, and they get the blood work back, and he got Lyme disease, and I'm fucking all bugged out about it. So they got him on the same medicine that we would take as humans, and he hasn't shown any symptoms or anything, but
Have you
uh
ever considered the stem cell? Like, what do you call it? Nick Risden did? Yeah.
Risden.
Yeah.
I
He's
don't
a,
really know nothing about it, and I'm pretty sure like my insurance ain't gonna cover it.
I think it's like the
So
same procedure Bingus went undergo. Like it's like 10 G's or something like that. No, our garden's looking good, Johnny.
Yeah, I just got done resetting it.
there you go, Tilla. Eagle, you got to come down here and run the Boston Marathon, the world famous Boston Marathon.
You never know. Wow.
That
Yeah,
shit's in April.
that's
That
tough.
right there is my squirrel breath.
July. That's the mission anyway, July. What's that, Johnny?
I said, this one right here is my squirrel breath.
So is that metal running across there? Are you grounding the pots together with the rods? Is that what I'm kind of surmising?
Yeah, these three right here, they're just regular living soil pots, but these are earth boxes and they got the rocks down below and everything. And so yeah, the earth boxes are the ones that are producing the better, I think the more quality bud.
Oh, okay. I see what you got. That's light. Okay.
Yeah, undulating. You know,
Yeah,
I
that's
was asking
underlighting.
if they had more metal rods because they look like they were touching each other, like grounding the boxes together, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's my underlighting. I saw somebody doing this shit, and I said, "Well, fuck me, I'm doing it too." You know, because I don't mess around. I see something I like, I go for it. You know. So yeah, this is right here. This is my gorilla bean. This is the number gorilla bean number 2. That's the first clone of it, and so far it's given me some crazy, just some crazy smells on her. And she's looking pretty good, you know. It's got some size to her. She's not really thick, but you know, she's a quality bud. And that's off of that one there is off of Smiley's uh GT4 High Mac across to Jilly Bean.
Nice.
This one here is just the same one, but it's just a little bit younger. That's all. And she's going to be a more much more developed. She's got better nodal spacing going on. Loving what I'm seeing on this one here. I can't wait to see what she does. This is another one of my squirrel breath right there. That's the squirrel tail across to the Mendo breath. And this one here is the gooey bloobs. It's got a nice size to her. This one here is a new one that I just got in. It's a Snow Panda from Atlas Seeds. That's a feminized version. She's got a nice structure to her all the way around it. And this one here is the Jamaican Lamb's Breath.
Jaman.
Jaman. Got that one there from Seth. And it ended up being a female. Very excited to see what comes out of this lady. And then obviously my my squirrel breath. And then I got another Snow Panda here. I think this one here had a little bit of ruderalis going on because it started flowering in veg. So I just automatically threw it into flower and it didn't get a chance to really do any stretching. So it's going to be a shorty, but it'll be nice. I'll be able to see what kind of shit comes out of it. She's starting to get frosty. So I'll take you over to my my bedroom. Show you that.
Dude, let's peep that shirt though. That shit looks crisp.
Yeah. You like that
Damn,
shirt?
son, look at that.
You know, Johnny, I was thinking about you earlier today, late yesterday. The fucking tent bullshit there. Using the frame and not the
Oh, yeah, taking the frame off and I mean just using the frame itself, no tent.
yeah.
It's
Well,
still going.
this is my dilemma here because I'm looking for another jet bed space so I can use that little tent there to fucking flower out. And I've got a fucking 4x8 out in the garage there, but I don't have room really for the 4x8 right at this moment. So I was thinking, fuck, well, ultimately I need a 4x4 right there. And so I've been looking at these fucking solid wood walls, which I don't want to put anything in. You know what I mean? As far as fasteners and shit like that, because it just breaks my heart as, fucking the woodsman and shit, craftsmen just fucking just aimlessly put holes.
Monster clones.
So
Look at that.
thinking about it, I'm like, fuck, I could put up a little 4x4 of the frame right here and just use the frame so I can hang the light like you do, kind of.
Yeah.
And, fucking little makeshift veg area back there without having to damage any of the wood walls, with fucking hooks.
Well, that's the thing, man. If you're gonna hang a light, you're gonna have to drill into your fucking ceiling. You're gonna mess up the ceiling. You're gonna mess up the walls. You got to put up shit on the walls.
How did you
use
keep the frame up
tent.
so
Yeah,
it
you
don't
just
fall
use
over?
the tent. Yeah, that shit is just fucking preset. You just set it up and go.
Johnny,
You
how
know?
do you keep the frame up though without it like collapsing? Do you have it like duct
Right.
taped onto the wall or something?
No, I'll show you what I do here. Let me show you what I do.
Not really that rickety, really, are they? Without the plastic corner ones, maybe, but I don't think the other ones are really that bad. One of the benefits I see is like a lot of times, like say right now outside of my tent, I've got fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fucking plants right there outside of the tent that's utilizing that, over.
I put a screw and I zip tied it to that fucking screw.
Noise.
Pulled up to the corner. I got another one right up over here that's zip tied and pulled right up to the wall. Green trees. And then, yeah, I think that's what I did. And over here, I don't know if I put anything on this one or not. Yeah, I zip tied it right here as well. Got a zip tied and zip right to the wall so it doesn't even pull out. And on the floor, that shit just set. Oops, sorry about that. That shit is just sitting there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't even have this here connected going across because I needed a walkway. So then this one here, this is a 10 by 10. And I just built it the way I wanted it. I didn't build it to their specifications. I just took control of it myself. And I got a bottom bar that runs along the floor here, comes up, connects over there, And then I use the board up here just for a little bit of extra shiny and to separate my desk area from here. So on the other side here, I have my desk.
You want to tell everyone how your nephew Garrett there did a science experiment and what happens if you water a surge protector?
Oh yeah. I had a surge protector sitting. Oh shit! I was trying to sit down and it's shorter than I expected. All right, yeah. So my nephew decided he was going to help me out by watering a couple of my plants, and he got into
Oh, look at
my
that for you.
little bedroom, and he took the thing and just poured it right onto the power strip because it was kind of hanging in front of him, and well, it was too much trouble to move it.
In the way.
And well, it popped the breaker, and it took about, I don't know, about 2 weeks for everything to reset, more or less. I went out and reset things and tried to get it to work, and it wouldn't work. But a couple of weeks later, it just ended up working on its own. So
No.
whatever happened, it straightened itself out.
Moral of the story: don't water surge protectors.
Yeah, you don't want to use surge protectors. And
Somehow that needs to be told.
He also stripped my plant down because that's the time that I had my back operation. That's why he was here. And he stripped my plant down to the point of no return.
Just left some sticks.
Yeah, I told him it needed to be de-leafed, and he de-leafed it completely. So, yeah, sometimes people don't get it, It is what it is. But I love him. He saved my garden. I didn't have to restart, And right now I'm finally getting back into the groove where everything's kind of flowing, after that hiccup in the system. And Seth, I think he had a system hiccup here recently too, which he is just barely getting out from underneath of that shit. I think it was like a water meter type thing, or
That took me down for a while, a water meter change. I needed to have nothing in my bedroom for the guy to come in. So that downtime, I felt I didn't feel it for a little bit, but when it came, it fucked me up for a while.
Yeah, it's amazing how a little thing can just put a ripple in the pond, And that ripple, it goes across the pond and then it comes back. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't just go away right away. It's reverberating back and forth in the pond until you get it all figured out. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but kind of shit happens. So I just got me some new genetics from Busy Bee, and it's a DNA brand. I think it's still out in the car. Anyways, one is, oh gosh, I'm going to have to go out and get them. I can't even remember what it is. Right, they are right here. Okay, I got one's called AKA Richard Petty RP31S1. That's what it's called. It's this one right here.
Noise.
See that okay there? And the next one is it's called Three-Peat. And it's got Holy Grail Kush, Kosher Kush, and RP43, 3 different beans. And they're feminized. So I'm looking forward to dropping these here. I'm going to be dropping these in the water here in the next day.
Fire, bro.
I gotta pull up some stuff that Seth sent me. Figure out which ones I'm gonna be dropping. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do the Elon Musk, the Gooey Musk, and I gotta look. I think there was one other one that I wanted to throw into water, so it's gonna be fun, exciting, and something different. Always exciting to get new shit in the garden, you know?
I'm gonna have to hop off here because my lights are about to blow out for the night to go tuck them in.
Dan, ladies need to be tucked in. It's true.
Nice talking to you guys. Chat, it's always a good one. Peace and love, weed nerds. Peace and love. Out.
All right. Later, Sam. Go. Time you gonna be shutting this place down tonight, Eagle?
Just a couple minutes.
A few minutes.
It's like my time. Be off to the gym. Finish watering up my ladies and off to the gym.
Yeah, I got a little bit more to do myself. Mine are all my pots seem to be drinking properly. My earth pots takes about a good 2 to 3 weeks for them to actually start sucking the water up through the wicking system.
Mm.
And once it taps into that shit, man, it just starts flowing properly. All the plant just starts growing evenly. It just seems like it just fucking wakes up, you know?
So, hey, what are you using for like a wicker? Are you just
Well,
working on the
for,
roots to
for
hit?
the wicking agent, I use the cocoa core in
Well,
a solo.
I've seen actually have some type of like fabric that drape down into the reservoir and wick up in through the fabric. You kind of feed that up and transplant that up into the box.
Well, I don't. Yeah, I think fabric might have issues. It might degrade too quick.
What about that's why I was asking. I was wondering like maybe what like how a microfiber, something that really you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've never really thought about anything deeper than cocoa core, just because I wanted to have a kind of like a soil type medium that's going to be my wick, you know.
Right.
And with the 3 cups, the solo cups on the sides of the 3 sides of the corners, and then I got my feeding tube. Here, I'll spin it around so you guys can see that. I got my feeding tube on one corner, got solo cups on either other corner there with holes in them, and it's packed with cocoa core, pressed down and pre-watered, pre-moistened before I even put the soil on it, so that it doesn't have to, because cocoa core can end up being hydrophobic if you let it go too far. And it takes a minute for it to reconstitute the water back into it. So I always pre-soak the lower section to get everything soaked before I put my initial soil up on the top of it, so that I got a nice even soakedness. And you know how the Mendo dope boys, they like to say soaked, So anyway, so I do it like that. Then I always put 3 bricks, clay bricks down at the bottom, so that it has that clay atmosphere in there, And then I put the pumice down around that, and above it about 1.5 inches. And then I put about 1 inch worth, 1.5 inches maybe, of sand as basically a filter to keep the soil from mending or blending down into the reservoir. And then at that point, I just load it up with my soil. And when I do my first watering, I always use a saponin in there to help do an even watering. So it kind of just reaches out to all the other parts of the soil, which makes it kind of nice. And then after that, it takes about 2 to 3 weeks, and the shit just fucking works. And after that, it's I just come in and take a gander down one of my pipes here, to see what's going on. And if it's empty and dry, then I load it up with about 1/3 of a gallon of water. I don't overwater it. I don't water it so that it's bleeding out every time, because I don't want it to feel like it's got too much. I want it to search a little bit. So I want it to dry out every day. When it dries out, and then the next day I come in and I put more water down at the base. So it's always kind of searching for it. And then about every 2 to 3 waters, I'll actually put a load of water, 1/3 of a gallon to 2/3 of a gallon on the top of it, so that I keep the moistness kind of evened out throughout it. So it's kind of like, and at that time I wouldn't be doing any watering down below. It'd be just getting the water from the top. So that's kind of how I flow that. And it always works out, man. It just like set it and forget it, man. It's a Ronco fucking machine, Once you preload all the soil, and I got worms in it, and it's got its own microbiology going on inside there, which is really nice. And when I transplant and dig out a hole to put the next one in, I'm always pulling worms out.
I got cats and dogs trying to be friends behind me.
That's an interesting combination to be
Done
honest.
and took off. She bolted. I got the 2 boys back here. She was right there, and I heard her hiss and like strike at Bubba. Bubba, here's Bubba. Yeah, come here, boy. He's this guy's been through some shit. Look at there. There you go. He's like half blind, half deaf. There she is on the dresser now. She
Oh
jumped.
yeah, I hear. Yeah.
So I heard her hissing like at him. That's why I jumped. I was like, oh no, not the blind guy.
Don't take his eyes out too.
He's
Damn.
just trying to figure you out. He was funny. He was literally like smelling a box like yesterday, like the cat. He's like, she was yeah. I'm like, that's not the cat, Bubba. She was just there.
Is that the cat?
You're close. You're close. She was just there.
Yeah.
Funny, kind of to blend the two there. Neither have really been around each other for that long, but they're definitely mixing a little bit there. It's fun. It's fun to I kind of like have been bringing them up to each other. Hey, I'm harmless. You're harmless. I pet you. You know what I mean? Try to get them to be friends, and they're slowly becoming friends.
Is this a new thing? Was this the cat here?
Yeah. That's Mrs. Angels. That's Putty.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, nice.
They're learning to play.
Family coming together.
Yeah.
Know what you're gonna get out of that.
So far, so good. So far,
so good. That's an awesome thing.
Nobody's the boys will like chase her to a point and then they give up, let her go. It seems to be.
You heard about the DNA genetics?
Good
shit.
I've always had, yeah. I've always gotten some my Dynafem was amazing. A few version variations I've had from DNA, just outstanding.
So. Yeah, they got some pretty pennies on these seeds.
Yeah.
I was blown away at how much they were charging for that stuff.
That's a first spot with me. If the genetics have been worked out, to the point of where everything's stable, everything's clone like that, maybe, but and seed prices are, but then again, it's like, what are you going to get out of it? You know what I mean? If it's a plant and it's a huge yielder and you're getting, fucking, it pays for itself. Yeah, it's $25. You know what I mean? You know, autos. I don't. That's the problem. Me, Smiley, and most people are about. You know that you just don't get that yield to justify the every time. You know what I mean? Yeah.
These are not, they're not autos, they're feminized.
Oh,
So
right.
it, yeah. So I know I got bitches in this bag, you know. So
That's all.
I'll be able to put them to work, play with them in the garden, bend them over a couple of times, you know, see what's going on.
Man, I walked in here yesterday or earlier today. I'm talking yesterday, and man, I cannot. These girls are already just in flower, nowhere near. Yeah, not in. Excuse me, just in veg, nowhere near flower. You know what I mean? And I'm already getting that like flower smell off a couple of them. I haven't
Yeah.
investigated to see who it is, but there's like I got like six strains back there already. And then as like we were saying, I popped some femmes to be a little feel safe, you know what I mean? Right off the top,
You know what that is, right?
some femmes from North Star, and then I popped some regs. And then I thought, you know, man, same thing we always think, right? Half of them are going to be females. So far, it's been, yeah, half 50-50. It's been female. There's one so far that I'm like, it might be a male, but so far it's a tough call still. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Nice return. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
just when
You
you're
know what
wanting
that
to
smell
call
is?
you, though, you know what I mean? So, because
You know what
I'm
the
trying to
smell
work
is?
my way through those cases now a little bit. You know what I mean? I've kind of decided until I get to a better place where I can really house some shit, I'm just gonna pop some shit. I've got enough to now where you now, like I never had enough. You know what I mean? Where I can keep some back and fucking like I always have, and just if I want to, I can come back to it, or you know what I mean. But I want to work through some of that shit, you know, just to well work through some of that shit.
Hopefully, yeah. Well, you know what the smells you're getting out of veg? That's just those ladies in there farting and burping and shit, you know?
It's they smell like. I got what do I have back there? I got the strawberry brulee. I've got the peanut butter and jelly breath, the Ghost OG, the Eagle Knievel from Seymour Cuts, which was stumbling on this one right now. It's dominatrix. It's damn, I can't. Screaming Eagle. Screaming Eagle is Screaming Eagle fucking times I forget what else. But that thing's pretty. And then I got Smiley's his high mac times or his sky color times high mac back there. And
Yeah, this guy high.
yeah, a few
Yeah,
other
I just got done harvesting that one. It had some fucking serious nugs on it. And it had a real danky smell to it. And half of it got frosty and the other half didn't, which was kind of funny because the part that got frosty was the branch that fell over and was hanging.
nice. I believe that adds so
I
much.
believe it has something to do with it. Yeah, it was stressed the fuck out, you know? And so yeah, I just got done harvesting that one, and I just got done harvesting a squirrel breath, and squirrel breath had a really nice structure to it. I was happy with it.
It's a squirrel breath. So how long of flower time on that? That
That one there, it went for 9.5 weeks.
how was the squirrel tail when it was all said and done?
The squirrel tail, when it was all said and done, it had a really nice hit, a very euphoric kind of a like a spacey kind of trippy kind of hit, and makes you feel like you're on something besides weed, you know. And and that's kind of what I was looking for in the tie was that kind of a hallucinogenic kind of a hit off of it, you know. And pretty much got that kind of a stuff going on through it. And it gives me like a hazelnut kind of a flavor with some kind of a tropical kind of fruit backing it up.
Yeah, there it was.
And there's other stuff in it that I can't figure out what it is. And I just heard that NB Closet Grower is back in town, so I'm gonna see about hooking up with him and dropping some off with him and let him try it. See if you can give it another opinion.
He said Duke Screaming Eagle was a strong one. I almost guarantee the potency on that one. Yeah, that's I wanted to try that one for a while now, so I'm glad that one's in the garden too. But of course, that one kind of did. And thank you, Seymour Cuts, for flipping that. I'm not gonna lie, the name had a lot for that to be
Oh,
pulled.
quit it! Come on now, don't
Oh,
even go there.
I was like, "No,
The
yeah, that's got to be dropped. Yeah,
name might have had something to do with it, didn't
not gonna, yeah.
he?
So that one, yeah, yeah. But I'm glad it did. She's beautiful, and but I'm looking forward to, if I probably I can't say I can't keep no cuts because it's in me. I looked at the cloners today, side by side. I'm like, I don't know, I don't need them, but I will keep the peanut butter and jelly broth. Smiley passed me. That shit's super tasty. So that one will stay in the garden for sure.
Peanut
But
butter and jelly bread. That's what's that crossed into? Is that Mendo breath to something?
I forget what it's one of the Sin Cities there. But I don't, yeah, I don't know why, but the strain thing is something that just doesn't want to stick. You know what I mean? I write that shit in my books, and then that's about as far as that goes, man. And sometimes that fucking shit irritates me. I've literally said this in conversations, y'all. I can remember word for word songs from my childhood that, you know what I mean? But there's some shit that just literally fucking refuses to stick in the memory brain. And Seed Trains just happens to be one of those. So I tend to just write that shit down. Whatever's in the garden this time's that, when it was dropped, you know what I mean? Refer back.
Yeah, I always get a little bit of an idea of what's going on, but I don't go by any kind of a range as far as 8 weeks in the flower room. I watch the plant. And then, not to mention the fact that Miranda Family Farms and Blind Cat are always telling me to wait, let it go longer.
That's it's a nest. It's a nest. Let that plant's a nest. I'm a huge.
Sometimes you get this wild hair up your ass, and it's like, man, shit's gotta move now, you know?
The first time you let it do it, though, will be the last time you don't. I guarantee
No,
that.
what I'm saying is my veg room was speaking louder than what was going on. They said, man, we need to get the fuck out of here. It's just too fucking crowded. There's way too much conversation going on. Need to have my own space. You know what I'm saying? They were fighting in there. So I had to do something. Otherwise I'd, have to hire some security or something. I got a fucking cat fight going on in my fucking room. Shit.
Could be worse. Could be worse. Life could be worse, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It is
Yeah.
love
I'm
it.
loving the way everything's lined up and it's working properly now.
Things seem to be hit leveling out for myself as well. I'm glad to hear that. You is too.
Just recently hired some labor to come and help me clean out my shed because when I broke my neck in the first place, I was not working anymore. So all of my equipment had to come out of my work truck. And at that point, I hired someone to empty out my work truck so I could get rid of it. And they just tossed that shit into my shed. Got a 10 by 10 shed out there and it was just fully fucking packed. No, not a 10 by 10, an 8 by 8. and it's just absolutely packed full. I hadn't seen the floor for 6 years, and this kid came out and he's been helping me out. I got it all straightened out and organized. Now I know what I got in there, and I can start possibly thinking about working on the house and getting it remodeled. It's all time, man. Making shit happen. Now that I'm starting to feel better, I feel like, well, I'm not up to a marathon yet, but damn it, I'm thinking about walking around a park or two.
Fucking, you can, that's, you're a tough fucking son of a bitch for Johnny. I give you that. I've always given you props like that. I mean, day one, you look back and, just your growth, the way you've kind of progressed that way. But when the back surgery came on, man, I have, fucking, you were in the hospital. You still fucking came on. You were worried about your garden. You know what I mean? You are a good definition of a weed nerd. You know what I mean? In a lot of fucking ways.
Man, I slept in my garden one year.
I've always respected you, and especially now with the back shit, man. You just refuse to let it down. You know what I mean? And then, but in the same aspect, man, I think a lot of times we can't let what the doctors, you know,
I
dictate.
love to grow.
We know our bodies more than anything. You know what I mean? If we feel like we're capable, we're capable. If I had it or if my chiropractor had it my way, I would have been done and running in November. They literally, I've still got all the X-rays. They looked at my shit and they said, your lower back, your L5s or your L's, phase 4. They're all fucked. You got your T1, your T1, your T12, or you at one the L1, T12 right there, fucking fused together. Your neck's bent backwards. All this. Stop right now. And every time I go in there and tell them I'm running and look, they just literally just go,
Don't do it.
yeah,
Don't do it.
stop. But yet I'm feeling better and better, honestly, as I go on and fucking, you know what I mean? It just,
Well, your core is so important. If you get your core worked up, built, that shit will do so much. It'll even stretch out some of those vertebrae to give you a little bit of room.
that's something I didn't really think about, but you're probably right there as well.
Yeah. The core muscles around your stomach and your back, man, you get that shit lined up and straight, fucking doing, maybe a little six pack or so in there or something. You're doing good,
Well,
Yeah.
I'm there.
A couple of more sit-ups. I seen some exercising for old men like us working off of a chair. And this guy looked like he was 25 years old. He was like 70.
That's where
And that was working off of a fucking chair. No weights. Blown away, man. I'm looking at that shit thinking, man, I need to start building my shit back up because I don't feel like walking in the park is not easy for me.
and take them, man. This is what I tell anybody that I talk to about shit like this. And I talk to a lot of kids at the gym and shit like that. I can't. You can, son. One, can't's an ugly word. It's the top of the 4-letter words as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, you got to ask him, are you an American or are you Americans?
And then it's just like anything else. There's a great phrase that it says, you don't have to be great to get started. You just got to get started to be great. And it starts with that walk around. You know what I mean?
There's a little pain in the beginning.
With anybody or anything, but the small steps that, I walked a half a block today. Okay, great. That's a huge improvement. I walked 3/4 of a block. You know what I mean? It's all in doing. You know what I mean? It's
where I'd walk over to the mailbox and I'd have to sit there for 15 minutes before I walk back.
That sucks, Johnny.
You
But
know,
you like I said though, I love you, and you're a fighter. I've watched you through this whole process, man, and it's pretty inspiring. I've never seen can't come out of your mouth, really. You know,
I've said can't quite a few times after the operation, but I'm getting more into the can situation. You know,
either way, you inspire me, brother. You do.
I appreciate that. I do. I appreciate that. Yeah.
But with that being said, it is trying to put this one in the box, man. I gotta do, but I love the fact that you popped in, man. Said hi, showed you garden.
Yeah,
Gotta get
I was busy, man. I was paying bills and buying food and doing shit. You know, I had a lot of shit going on today. So tomorrow's another busy day. Doctor appointments. So, anyways, everybody in chat, appreciate you. Keep up the grow. Do the best you can. Pop them seeds. Pop them seeds, man. We need more weed to be grown. And Eagle, appreciate you. Always having a spot up here for everybody to hang out. Got a bunch of weed nerds out there that made a lot of friends on the show, a lot of contacts, a lot of networking, you know, a lot of stuff's happened here. Really appreciate it. So blessings to you and keep up the solid work. Appreciate you. And everybody out there, peace and love always. And if you got DOA work out there, you got to put that shit in the soil. Burn that shit up. Put the smoke in the air for our boy DOA. Both Eagle and Smiley did a fantastic job representing for that, man. I appreciate it. So blessings to you, man. Hats off. Peace, bro.
peace, brother. Have a good one. Good luck on hopefully good news tomorrow. Nothing but good news tomorrow, man.
Yep.
Love you. With that being said, that does wrap up this one right about 4:19. I guess I could wait a couple of seconds to go out on the dab song. You know, I do appreciate all you guys that do continue to come and hang out as we approach the end of year 4 in this endeavor of my life, our lives. You know, cannabis is a binder and has brought a lot of us together in a lot of ways. You know, cannabis does bind us together, but it is indeed, you know, us. You know, the fact of it all is we all seem to yearn for a place to be, some friendship of some good people. And we've seemed to found a lot of great people in cannabis. And I'm sure we'll continue to find a lot of great people in cannabis. So this is cheers to you guys. There we go. Thank you very much for again supporting me in this endeavor. My cannabis, some of you in my running. You guys would like to come hang out in Midland and run in the 15K. I believe the race kicks off at 6:30. If you'd like to come hang out and support in that endeavor, that'd be cool. But if not, I'll see you at one of the next weed events, I'm sure. But until the next one, do something nice for somebody. Random acts of kindness do save lives. And with that being said, guys, gals, I am